Back in 2018, 11th of January to be exact, 2018, I bought the Epson ET7700, and at the time I made a video about it saying how good it was. And yes, I still reckon it is really good. I really do like the printer. It does everything I want it to do, apart from one thing. It does smear now and again. But I have made several videos on how to resolve that issue, and the last one I made, hopefully it helps anyone that's bought that one or the next model up, which is the A3 size, the bigger one. Should have bought that one really, shouldn't I? Hopefully I've helped you all out to sort out your issues on the print smearing and showed you exactly where it's coming from or where it's being picked up from and printing onto your photos or paper or whatever you're doing. I've seemed to have sorted it out. I don't seem to have any issues. Occasionally I might get an issue, and as soon as I do, I know what to do. I just give it a quick clean, job done. But back in 2018, 11th of January to be exact, when I bought it, it came with 2 years supply of ink. Yes, it's now 2021 September, so that's about 3 years, 8 months, something like that. Yeah, 3 years, 8 months later, I finally put in the last bit of ink that came with it into the printer itself. So I thought, oh, I need some more now then. So I did look at buying Epson's own ink, which maybe I should have done, maybe I shouldn't have done. That was coming in around about £80 for a pack, the whole pack. And I thought, well, I'll have a look around, see what else is out there. And I found this, made by a company called LCL. I believe it's a Chinese company. I've never used it before, so I can't tell you what it's like, but I did read some of the reviews and they was pretty good. Wasn't very many negatives. In fact, there was only one negative and he only gave it a 4 out of 5, or she, I don't know if it's he or she, but they didn't actually say why they gave it a negative. So to me, there's so many positives on there, I thought I'm going to give it a try. And these are it. So you get 2 colours of each. They're all sealed, properly sealed, and hopefully the bottles are inside. They should be anyway. And I am going to use a couple of them to top up the ink on my printer because they haven't run out, but some of them are quite low. So I'm going to be topping them up. I'm going to show you me topping them up in case you like that sort of thing. But what I wanted to explain to you is it might be another year before I can actually tell you if this ink is any good, because obviously I've got to use up the ink that's already inside it, and that can be a slow process because at the moment I'm using it maybe once or twice a week, the printer that is, and the wife's probably about once a week, maybe once every other week, and then I have the rest of the family. Oh, Yorkie, can you print this out for me? Can you print that out for me? Of course I can. You know, whenever they want something printed out, they turn up and say, oh, can you print this? I've even had my mother come round and say, can you print this out? You got a printer? Yeah, but I haven't opened it yet. But it's a year old. Yeah, seriously. Still comes round. I think she just comes round to see me. Bless her. So anyway, so what we're going to do is I'm going to do the unboxing, get them all out. Then I'm going to leave them to settle down for about a week because they've been in transit, so they're probably all shaken up and there'll be lots of bubbles in there. So I'm going to leave them for about a week just to settle back down again. And then I'm going to use some of them to put in my printer because some of it is a bit low and some of it is a bit full. Yeah, you need to let it settle. It says you need to let it settle. So what we're going to do right now is, obviously I'm going to do the unboxing and leave it a week and then top them up. But you'll see it all in one go. You haven't got to wait a week, all right? So with that, let's get on with it. This video is sponsored by Cheap Host UK. Whether you're an individual or a company, they have a package for you. Say goodbye to unreliable hosting and support. Cheap Hosting was built to not only provide reliable hosting, but to have access to a support system every day of the year. Their basic plan starts from as little as 58p per month or £6.99 a year. If you're wanting even more access and privileges, there's a premium package which is £1.41 a month or £16.99 a year and comes with a free yorkiesbitsandbobs.co.uk domain. Once purchased, you'll be provided with instant setup and one-click install to over 200 well-known applications like WordPress, and all websites are secured by an SSL certificate. And they have a high customer satisfaction rate. Plus, you can pay by PayPal. Check out the link in the video description below to save a further 10% on your first order. So with that, let's get back to the video. I've undone these 5, but I haven't got them out of the packaging yet because it does say in the instructions, leave them in the packet until you're ready to use them. So I'm going to leave these 5 actually in the box and just put them on the shelf and forget all about them until I need them, maybe in 1 or 2 years' time. And these, I'm going to leave them standing up somewhere safe and use them when I need them. So I will unpack them as I need them. I will need one of them, which is a cyan, which is this one here. So I'm going to leave it for a few days, like I said earlier, and then I will use this one to start with because that is getting low. So that'd be my first. Also, I have got out one of my old blacks. It's not quite empty yet. It's almost empty, but not quite. And it's the right number, 106, and it says photo black, and it says up there photo black. It also says there BK, which is a little bit worrying, because it should say PB, not BK, like it says on that one. That is right. That one now, it should say photo black, but it does say it up there. And it has the right number, 106. 106. So it should be all right. Right, it's been longer than a week. It's been about a month and a half. It's now coming up to the end of October, so I do apologise. But I've been really busy and yeah, it's getting down. Look, that's the one we're going to be changing, C. So I thought this would be a good chance to do it. I've been extremely busy making videos for you. Hope you enjoy them. Get that out. So I don't know if you know how to do this, but it's quite easy to do. You're supposed to use, or you're supposed to go to the settings, which I'm going to do right now, which is somewhere along here. Settings, maintenance, head cleaning, reset ink levels. You want reset ink levels, right? I'm only getting it ready because I'm not going to do it. So it's reset ink levels, so that you, when you top her up, it knows that that's been topped up. I've forgotten how to do it. Oh, there you go. Reset ink levels. Right, we are topping this baby up. And when you do reset ink levels, you can actually just do them individually. So if you've only topped one up, you can just tell it you've only topped the one up. Undo that and just pour her in. Make sure you push it down. Don't forget, C for C, okay? Is it going up? It goes up quite quick. Don't know if you can see that. But that's done. Don't want to overdo it, do we? Hopefully that's all right. Put the lid back on. Close that. That done. Yeah, that's done. Put that down. Oh, sorry about the noise. Reset ink levels. Press OK. When filling the ink, make sure not to squeeze the ink bottle. Ink may splatter. Well, I didn't do that anyway. Press OK. Make sure blah blah blah. Done that. Right, now it comes up. I don't know if you can see that, but now it comes up and says which one do you want to do, and we only want to do the C one. So tick that and tick that and reset complete. Job done. And then back to home page. That is it. That is how easy it is to do on this printer. I do, like I said, I do really like this printer, but it does have its issues, and it has one big issue which is really annoying. But I haven't had that issue for quite a while now, so hopefully I've sorted it out. And shall I quickly show you what it is, where it's coming from? I think I've already done a video. I'm sure I've done a video on this. Well, I think I've done several actually, but I will quickly show you. If you're interested, I will show you right now. If not, just sign off, finish. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up as well. And I will stick a link into the ink. But like I said earlier, I can't actually tell you how good or how bad this is because I haven't actually used it yet. It's just gone in and it's going to take a while. Probably another year maybe even 2, who knows. So with that, if you want to go now, you're quite welcome to go. But if you want to see what is causing the ink problem, I'm going to try and show you right now. I'll lift you up. And it is the home seating in now. I will stick a video in, or I will stick a link in the video description and at the end of this video of where it is. But basically, where the ink heads sit, when it comes off the ink head, or where it comes off the home sitting, it actually picks up some ink sometimes, and that's what causes your smearing. It is a right pain in the butt, but like I said, I haven't had it for quite a while now, so hopefully I've sorted all my issues out. Also, I did mention in one of my other videos about setting the paper thickness, which you can only do actually on there. You can't actually do it on the software. I don't know why you can't do it on the software, but you can't. So it's in there. I'm not going to actually move the head. I've realised it's, I've got to run a bit of paper through to move the head. So I'm going to leave it alone. So with that, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down, and please subscribe. It doesn't cost you any money whatsoever, and it does help the channel to grow. And please check out our sponsor today. Thanks very much for watching. Link in the video description.